EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From breathtaking Pebble Beach, California, it's live third-round coverage of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am. Beautiful weather here in this early February fixture for golf fans, and if you're locked in winter's vice grip, well, this represents a bit of hope on the horizon as we check the leaderboard. Scotland's Martin Laird is the leader. He leads the pack at 17 under. And our featured golfer 4 shots back as we get things going. Walking the course today, let's bring in Nota Begay III.
He's got just a hair under 100 yards to the front, 112 to the hole, wind definitely hurting in his face.
And a good approach shot, just not quite as close as what you'd like, but still solid.
This one going to require some pace back up the hill for birdie. Okay, didn't quite get it there, but that's a decent effort. Safely in. It's a par here at the first. It'll hold tight at minus 13. Frank, interestingly, this hole number 2 plays as a par 4 for the U.S. Open. It is a par 5. It's absolutely gettable, and players must take advantage.
Certainly, Rich. Off that back tee, really you've got to grab a driver. I know there's bunkers left and right, but the decision is whether that tee shot finishes in the fairway, because if it does, you're going to have a crack at this par 5 and 2. If it doesn't, then you play the layup.
Another good tee shot for him to start the round as he gets another fairway here at the second. Now a big spot here for something good. This is a short second to the par 5. That one had to feel good.
Yeah, struck it so well. You could see that by the reaction of that ball when it hit the green. Landed so softly.
Yes, a great putt there. It's an eagle here at the second to move him to 2 under par. Well, Frank, here we are at the third. Severe dog leg left, and I'm just curious how much of that dog leg the big hitters might think about chewing off.
Rich, the game has changed so much. If there's a hint of a breeze behind, I mean, really, have a crack at it with a driver. It's about 350 yards, really, to the front edge of the green. But if not, you've got to negotiate those 3 bunkers on the right side. And, well, depending on what club you want to have to head off the tee, decide which one of those bunkers you want to aim at.
This starting toward the right side. This now his second from just off the fairway. Certainly had enough power, just didn't have any touch. I think a to be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
So that safely in. It's a par here at the third. And he'll stay a couple of shots off the lead. Wow, a day's worth of breathtaking shots, Frank, from the players and the Pacific Ocean. There it is, and this begins that beautiful 7-hole stretch along the ocean. Short, par 4, fourth hole.
And this is also where some of these decisions become quite critical. Do you try and drive this green 330 yards to the front? Or do you worry about that little pop bunker on that left side? It's about 250 yards to get over it, because that's what narrows this fairway down. But it plays uphill.
Boy, tough to do a whole lot better than that. That ball right down the middle. So a big drive, and not much needed to carry here for his second. That's a high-quality shot right there. From 4 feet for birdie. Yeah, that's a well-played hole. It's a birdie here at 4. And he'll move to 3 under here, just 1 shot off the lead. We arrive now at the 189-yard par 3 called the New Fifth. Despite being redesigned by Jack Nicklaus late last century, safest play here is to the left center of the green. But sometimes you get fooled, right? You don't quite gauge the wind, and that one fooled him. He is off to the right now on this par 3. Now a second from right of the green. Just 5 feet left. Yeah, that's a good putt. It is a par here at the 5th, and he'll remain 1 shot back.
It's a tremendous par 5 here, the 6th hole. Frank, you can plainly see Stillwater Cove on the right. Where do you want to put this tee shot?
When you look at that tee that you're on for a start, Rich, you're 20 yards above, so whatever you hit's going to go at least 20 yards further. So I look at that first bunker, 270, really only playing 250 yards, and then the fairway sloping towards the right. So even a 3-wood, for some of the longer players, just something that hits around there, could even be a long iron, it's going to scoot forward. If you get 270 yards out of your tee shot, I mean, you can still reach this par 5 and 2.
No issues here. That is into the fairway. Definitely within range of getting home in 2. This, his second. I dare say a touch too aggressive. Trying to fly it all the way and expect it to hold. It is very ambitious. Look what's happened. A straightforward look here for birdie. Okay, well done there. It's a birdie here at the 6th. And he moves to 17 under par.
Tee at number 7, and Frank, this is the shortest hole in championship golf. It is also one of the most beautiful holes in championship golf.
Yeah, it certainly is, and people assume that short is easy, but just look how small that target is.
That one safely on the putting surface. We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
Yeah, it's the break that you've really got to consider here. It will come from right to left. You've got to start it on line, and you've got a good chance of getting it close.
Frank, that's what you want to do. Good lag putt.
Yeah, they can't all go in.
That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And he'll hold tight at 17 under par.
From the famous par 3 7th to the equally famous par 4 8. Frank, what a hole.
It is, Rich, and it starts, in my opinion, the best 3 consecutive par 4s in golf. This one's a little bit of a blind tee shot. That white rock that's just up ahead, that's your line. If you hit it over the right side of that, your run out is about 250 yards. If you go a little left of that, you've got another 20 yards up your sleeve. But do not go further than that.
From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
Beautiful tee shot, great position looking at this green, and there are no easy options here. You got bunkers up the left, bunkers on the right. You have balls that are going to find their way into the penalty area. Requires precision execution.
Well, had a good lie in the fairway, but couldn't do anything with it. That comes up woefully short.
It's been a good start to the round, and more evidence there. Beautiful touch from around the green.
Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he'll remain right where he is.
Frank, you might be tempted to just stare off at the Pacific Ocean. It's right there, but you'd also better have your focus on what is one of the more challenging par fours in the game.
Yeah, this stretch, 8, 9, 10, demands just not just concentration, but really great shots. The tee shot here has to be struck absolutely flush down that left side. And the reason why, if you look closely, is this fairway, just everything moves to the right. So if you sort of pitch it in the middle of the fairway or the right-hand side of the fairway, it's going to go in the rough and leave you a really difficult second shot. So a great drive here is rewarded.
That will do just fine. From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
Well, when you find your ball in the fairway at the 9th, you hit a great tee shot, one of the most difficult fairways to hit on the entire golf course, but now it opens up the opportunity to hit a great second.
A touch long, a touch left. But still, how good can you putt?
Look here at birdie.
And a glassy look to this putt as it works downhill with right to left in it.
Okay, good putt there for his par here at the 9th. And that will be a sizzling 31 on the front side, 4 under par.
Start of the inward half and another big and bold par 4, Frank, with the ocean yet again running the entire length of that right side.
Yeah, you call it the ocean, I call it the world's largest water hazard, but look again on the other side of the fairway and you'll see those 3 bunkers. Needless to say, they have to be avoided. But you do actually have to hit your tee shot just inside those because, once again, you've got a fairway that tilts left to right.
turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. So from a little more than 70 yards, this is second. Okay, it's not stone dead, but that's not too bad. 9 feet left here for birdie. No, that's going to miss right, and a good opportunity goes by the wayside. So that's in for par to start this backside, and he'll stay right where he is. Now we come to the 11th hole, and now the golf course heads up and inland, away from the water. Only 370 yards, best to be on the left side of the fairway. That will then open up the approach into what is one of the smaller greens here at Pebble Beach.
Well, it's in the first cut. We know you can't spin the ball as much from the first cut. It's still lying okay.
So now from that first cut, his second to the par 4. Boy, all the elements of his game have been in sync today. A terrific shot right there.
It's all about getting it inside that 3-foot circle around the hole. That was a really nice shot.
So that brushed in for par here at 11, and he'll remain right where he is.
First par 3 now on the backside. Frank, this is sort of the forgotten hole, the 12th, 202 yards.
It is. It's in the corner of the golf course. If you look at the right side of the screen, it's very narrow, but that's actually the entry or the gateway. And the reason why I say that, that's the full width of the putting surface. If you're going to take the bunker on, you've got to carry the ball another 8 or 9 yards. But one thing in your favor is this hole plays 10 yards downhill.
Okay, that's going to make its way into that rough to the left, but this shouldn't be all that difficult. Now a delicate little chip here for his second.
I think he'll be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
That one safely in. It's a par here at 12. And he's going to remain one shot off the pace. Here we are at Pebble's 13th 401-yard par 4 that some consider a bit of a breather on the course. Birdie is definitely a possibility here. The 13th here at Pebble Beach is sort of a forgotten hole. It's only 401 yards of par 4, but I promise you'll remember it if you make a birdie here, and you'll have a good chance if you put it in the correct position off the tee. Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. A pretty ideal wedge distance here, 95 yards for his second.
That's a good shot, and more importantly, too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
This is an 11-foot putt.
Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And he's got it to minus 18.
Frank, the 14th hole, par 5, it is one of the most difficult par 5s in championship golf, isn't it?
It certainly is, Rich. Not just because of the length of the hole, 570 plus yards, but reachable only really by the longest hitters in the right conditions. But it's the third shot. I've got to rank the third shot as probably the hardest short wedge shot, right up there with the 15th hole at Augusta.
Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. So in the fairway, but a pretty good number to carry here for a second to the par 5.
Oh, that second shot just ran out of fairway, but still, nice little pitch shot and a good chance to make 4 at the par 5.
Maybe not what you're hoping for from that number, but no damage. It's on the green.
That's not what you want to do on a birdie putt. That is so short.
Okay, good putt. And a par here at 14. And this will remain a one-shot advantage.
Here at the 15th, a good drive, Frank, would be right down the middle. A bad drive would be on 17-mile drive. As scenic as it is, it's not where you want to be, is it? It's out of bounds.
Well, you can't afford to go right. You can't afford to pay for that real estate on the right either. So, yeah, anything down there. And fortunately, it's a downhill tee shot. I know there's sort of 4 bunkers really down the left side, but really it's the pop bunker that has to be avoided.
Well, that's down there pretty far, but it's going to wind up in the bunker. So this one going to have to carry a long way. Distance control a factor there. That is out of the sand, but right into the rough. I think he'll be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
Okay, a solid par here at the 15th, and he'll remain at 18 under.
Par 4, 16th hole. Frank, what's the right play off the tee?
You don't need driver here for a start, Rich. It's a long iron or even a fairway wood. Now, do you see that big gaping bunker in the middle of the fairway? That's not really in play. 205 yards gets over that, but that's the line. If you look closely up the right there, those two bunkers, you just see a little sliver of the bunker, the left of the two on the right. That's sort of a no-no. So anything slightly left of that runs out about sort of 280 yards, that is prime.
Second shot now, and has to be careful because that breeze can be tricky at his back. You don't want to overclub.
I always looked inside that 15-feet circle. Anything inside that was going to be a good shot. So in my book, that's a good shot.
Now this for another birdie. that a pure roll there. That is down for a birdie here at 16. He moves to 19 under for the tournament. If you stop for just a moment, it can really hit you where you are and what's happened here. This 17th hole at Pebble Beach, the par 3. Jack with a 1-iron that hit the flagstick in 1972 on his way to winning the U.S. Open Championship. And then a decade later, Tom Watson from just long of the green, chipping in for a birdie to beat Jack Nicklaus. Yeah, history made here at the 17th hole. Okay, that's the area of the green you want to be in, that front right quadrant, and it's a birdie opportunity coming up. This is a 16-footer. Not that time. Pretty good effort, but it'll wander a couple of feet by. No problems there. That's par here at 17. And this will stay a one-shot lead.
Frank, you don't need to say a whole lot. AT&T, Pebble Beach.
Yeah, it's such a beautiful finishing hole, Rich. Two of my favorites really are this hole here, just looking at that tee shot, and the 18th at St. Andrews because of exactly where you are. But, you know, this hole, when you look at the water there, Stillwater Cove, it's so beautifully framed by the bunkers. And then when you start to look at the tee shot, you start to notice what the designer's done, just leaving the tree there in the middle of the fairway. So the decision is, do I play short, left, or right? And it's not the only tree on the hole, too, because that upcoming second shot, you have another tree short right to contend with. But if there's ever a hole you want a birdie to finish, this is the one.
Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. Now, from way down there, a good look at a second to the par 5. Well, Frank, it is a pleasant walk under any circumstances, but how good is it when you've knocked it on in two here at the 18th at Pebble Beach?
It's a lot better than picking one out of the Pacific Ocean, Rich. That was just a great shot. And finally, you can exhale. The job is nearly finished.
Yes, a great putt there. It's in for eagle at 18. And that will be a third-round score of 64. So what a tournament it has been to this point for our featured golfer. They've opened up a commanding lead here after 54 holes.
Just a good fit for the golf course, Rich. Long enough, straight enough, and making the odd putt here and there, and it just adds up to a commanding lead.
So for Frank Nobilo, Nota Begay III, and Iona Stephen, I'm Rich Lerner. We'll see you next time on EA Sports PGA Tour Golf.